Hi everyone, welcome to the Coding Zoo. If this is your first time joining, my name is Shane, and this is the JavaScript Building Blocks series. So in this series, we're teaching my children and anybody else who's interested in learning how to program in JavaScript. Each lesson has one or two features, and they're 10 to 15-minute videos long. In today's lesson, we are going to cover what's called logical operators and conditionals, if-else statements, basically. So, if you're interested in learning how to program, let's go ahead and get started. Before we begin, real quickly, I just wanted to mention why we created the Coding Zoo. I created the Coding Zoo. I am a software engineer of 15 plus years, and I wanted to use it to teach my children how to program and hopefully help someone out there, help you or your children learn how to program. There are supposed to be over 1 million jobs in 2020 that are unfilled in the programming industry, programming jobs. So there's a lot of opportunity there, and I'm self-taught, and it doesn't require a degree to be a programmer, although it helps. Our goal is to, one, teach my children, and two, help you or your children be prepared to become a programmer. So I hope you're interested. If you are, click subscribe to see all of our lessons and click the bell icon to get notifications. Let's go ahead and jump into our lesson. Okay, so I have open here on my desktop the main.js file, index.html file. My index.html file includes a link to my main.js file. We created these template files in one of our first lessons. You can see here that I have a folder called cs-js9, and I copied it from that template right here. So each lesson I create a new folder. It allows you to basically keep that code as a reminder. So I've got these files open. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to add some JavaScript code to my main.js file here. All right, so I'm going to do what's called a conditional. It's called if-else. If something is equal to true or false, do this, else do this. So I'm going to create a variable first. Okay, so I'm going to do the conditional if, and I'm going to say my age is equal. I'm going to do a strict comparison. We learned how to do a strict comparison in our last lesson. Old age do whatever's in this blank here, else do this. So I'm going to write to the screen, document.write. Okay, and we're going to put something in my else statement. So an if-else has an if, beginning parentheses, the comparison you're going to do. We learned about comparisons in our last video. In parentheses, and then your squiggly bracket. And then whatever you want to do in that particular case, in squiggly bracket. And then you have else, and then squiggly bracket, what you want to do if that isn't the case, and then squiggly bracket. Okay, I'm going to save it here. Go back to my browser here. I'm going to refresh it. So it's this is basically saying if my age is equal to old age, then write out you are not that old yet. And I'm going to change that up. I want to say if it's not equal to. I'm doing a strict comparison. So if my age is not equal to old age, then write out you are not that old yet. If it is equal to old age, then it's going to say you're really old. Let me save it. Click refresh. There you go. You're not that old yet. Let's change my age. I'm going to change it to 102. And I'm going to do a different comparison. Okay, so I'm going to change it to less than or equal to. Click refresh. There it goes. So my age is 103 and it's less than or equal to 100. So it does these instructions. Now if I said greater than, it should say this instructions. Or rather, these instructions. There you go. You're not that old yet. So this is a basic if-else statement. I can actually change it up a little bit. I can say if, else, if, and do another comparison. And then I can put another else statement if I want. Don't have to. Just kind of I'm going to say document right. Okay. And then if else, I'm going to say if my age is equal to old age, do a strict comparison, or if my age is greater than old age, and then there's my else. Click save. Now 103 is greater than old age, so it should go to the second if else. You're really old. There you go. Now let's say it wasn't greater than, or if it wasn't equal to, well, it'd be less than, right? So I'm going to change it to less than 79. Now it should go to this else block here. You are neither. There you go. So this is a basic if else block. Now you can also combine or use rather logical operators. So a logical operator would be like an and or an or. So let's change this up a little bit. I'm going to go create another line here. So if my age is less than old age. Now I could do less than or equal to, but for example's sake, I'm going to do an and. So and is shift 7 on most keyboards. I'll do 2 of them there. This is a logical and. So my age is not equal to old age. Okay. Can't type this morning. Okay. Okay, I'm going to comment this out. We learned about comments in our previous lesson, so I'm going to do a multi-line comment. There we go. So this is commented out, and it should just run these statements here. Click refresh, and it says I'm young. Now let's say if I said my age is less than old age and my age is greater than old age. Well, we know that's not possible, so let's go ahead and click that, and it should not write anything, and it didn't. I can put an else statement and write okay. Click refresh. Not possible. So this is a logical and you can use as many times as you like. You can keep adding more and more instructions. And keep in mind, it's going to do the first comparison, then it's going to do the next comparison, and then it's going to do the next comparison. If my age is less than old age, say that's true, and my age is greater than old age. Just say it's true. It's not possible, but okay. That's true, and true plus true equals true. So you get to go into this. You get to go into the document. Write I am young box. So you can combine statements. Let's do a logical OR. So I'm gonna comment this one out. Okay. All right, let's put an OR. So an OR is basically a pipe. It's a straight line going up and down, and it's two of them, just like that. So this is if my age is less than old age, or my age is greater than old age, then write success. And then else, write failure. Okay? Going to save it. And what is the age? 79 is less than 100. Success, because 79 is less than 100. Now I'm going to change it to 102. Click refresh after I save it. And again, success. 102 doesn't fit the first one, but it does fit the second one. So since it's an OR, only one of them has to be true. If it's an AND, both of them have to be true. Let's change it to 100. So now it's neither greater than or less than, it's equal, it's exactly equal. Click refresh, failure. There we go. That's simple. So we have a logical AND, a logical OR. You can combine ANDs or ORs. I'm going to say my age is less than old age, or I'm going to combine an AND statement. I can do that by putting the two different evaluations in parentheses. So I'm going to say my age is greater than old age, and 1 is equal to 1. So we know 1 is equal to 1, right? All right, put my final parentheses there. All right, so this says if my age is less than old age, or my age is greater than old age, and 1 equals 1. Okay, if I click refresh, of course it's still a failure. Let's put it to my age is less than. Now it should be success because my age is less than old age. We can make it to my age is greater than old age. And I'm going to say 1 equals 3. And this should be a failure because it doesn't fit this case. It does fit this case, but because I have an AND, it's going to include both of these. It's not one or the other. It has to be, both of these have to be true. So my age is greater than old age. 105 is greater than 100, but 1 is not equal to 3. Let's change it 1 equal to 1. Save it, click refresh, success. You have the logical AND, logical OR. You can combine these together to make rules, to make basically comparison rules. You can use your if-else block to do that. Okay, so we have one more logical operator. I'm going to change this. So I have my age is less than old age, or this is not true. 1 is equal to 1. That's not. So the exclamation point means not. It's a logical not. So if my age is less than old age, which is, of course it's not, and of course 1 is equal to 1, that is true, it's not false. So it should end up in failure. Because This is checking to see if it's not true, and it is true, so that's going to be a failure. Refresh, failure. Now, if 1 is equal to 2, well, that's not true, so this is going to pass. There we go, success. So that's how you use the logical operator for not. So you have or and a not. All right, so we have one more thing to cover. We have a way to kind of shorten this up some. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this a simple one. If my age is less than old age, I'm going to change that to 55. Click save. Should be success. It's success. All right. Okay, so I'm going to comment this out. I'm going to write this in basically a shorthand fashion. So I'm going to say results equals, okay, so my comparison is my age is less than old age. My age less than old age. All right, so now I'm going to put a question mark. So that's your comparison. Is my age less than old age? If it is, then I want this variable to equal success. And then I'm going to put colon, and I'm going to put the other option. So if it's not, I'm going to put failure, semicolon. So this equals variable results equals, and what it equals is depends upon this conditional. My age is less than old age. It should say success. And let me write it out. Okay, I'm going to actually say greater than. How about that? Okay, refresh, failure. So my age is not greater than old age. Let's change my age. 105, 104. Saved it. So is my age 104 greater than old age 100? And that's true, so it should go to this one. Should set the variable to success. There you go. It's successful. So this is kind of a short way of writing this if-else block. It's good for simple if-elses. You can only do one chain though. So for example, I can't say my age is greater than old age, go here, do another comparison, go here, do another comparison. You can only have comparisons on this side of the question mark. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. We went over if-else and else-if, and we went over logical operators. If you have any questions, leave me a message below. I'd love to help you with it. I'll definitely get back to you. Again, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. If you did, click subscribe. And if you'd like to know about other lessons, go ahead and click the bell icon for alerts. Come back and see us. We'll have many more lessons to come. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later.